character introductions are finally over with. These past 6 episodes, you could say, was it was just the introduction to all the characters in the show. And now we finally kick off to a more narrow story now. The story will have more of a focal point. So it'll be no more of character development. We'll still have that. But however, it will progress the story now because we're starting to actually get into some more heated situations. And also to top it all off, we finally get ourselves a very well-rounded antagonist. Like, don't get me wrong, the other antagonists were pretty interesting. Besides, there was Byakuya, but that was it. Now we have Thracia. And she is so far the best antagonist in the story because they actually went through some time to give her an actual backstory and some development within one episode. I say that's very impressive, seeing how the other bad guys were interesting, but not enough to the point where you can remember who they are at the end. They're just forgettable bad guys, villain of the week. But this one seems to be more of she's going to have more a part and what's to play in the later on episodes. So, both the last introduction was more on character focus on Hatsume. Hatsume, the very rich girl. We don't get to see much of her because she's more of the analyst person. She's the intellect. She gathers all the information for the group when they're out doing their missions. And we get to see that her and Thracia knew each other as childhood friends when she was in a foreign country. Don't know what she was doing there, but yeah, they were friends. Thracia did have a good childhood, She had one of those deadbeat dads that would have their kids go out, steal and sell things. And because they are too lazy to do it themselves for some reason. And when the kids don't meet the standard, they get the crap beaten out of them. I think I've seen this before in Seven Deadly Sins with Fawn. So I'm seeing it again with Thracia. So, you're going to tell she's not going to have a happy childhood. And the only light she did have was Hatsume. But, one misunderstanding happened. And that was with the ransoms. Which you could take that one way. Imagine you do live your life through nothing but bad upbringings. And you have this one person that's like your savior, your best friend, your light, and then one day you don't know what happened. All you know is what people told you. And what they told you is that you've been left behind, you've been abandoned. So, of course, throughout life, you're going to feel that emptiness, that anger, that agony, that sense of being betrayed throughout your whole entire life. And because of that, you're going to be salty about it. It's obvious you'll be salty about it. And because of that, it made a lot more sense for Thracia to feel that way, especially where even when she was out ransom was bought by Morio, she was trained to be a well-trained merc. Now, all of a sudden, she's here in Japan again, which makes no sense. So, of course, she has to be behind something. So, good thinking on Miyuki's part. But there's still that thing with who is the traitor. I've been thinking about who the traitor is. It has to be someone we don't show much focus on. And I was saying it could be Hatsume, but no, it's probably the mentor woman, the one who used to be part of the spy clan, but she's retired and she just helps around the place. So it could be her. That's what I'm thinking. But at the last scene, the leader of Morio had like purple eyes. And again, that could be a drug. So that could be the mentor after all. And that would be crazy. Like, I saw it coming because it's always the characters you least suspected. It's always the ones that everyone looks up to. So it was between Hatsume or the mentor. And speaking of Hatsume, I liked how the show pointed out how Gyo-chan didn't have a character focus. You know how the other shows where it was about the mentor and apprentice, like it was with Momo and Yuki or Fu and Mei, this one between Hatsume and Gyo-chan, however, didn't happen. It was more of Hatsume and Thracia. So yes, even Momo-chan said herself that Gyo-chan was completely thrown out of the spotlight for someone else. And they acknowledge it. Gyo-chan acknowledges that. She says, it's for the best right now, and she's trying to patch things up with some past demons, some past regret, so it's best to have that character focus on those two instead of her. So she's very selfless, so good on her. And we also have some development with silly Byakuya. She was an enemy at first, but now she's been kicked out of her clan. She has nowhere to go, so she's probably going to end up joining the group as well, probably later down the line. Who knows? I think she will. She's pretty skilled. She's great at comeback, and a little bit more training, she will be really good when you think about it. So I won't be surprised if she joins the clan at the very end. That would be very nice, actually. But now with that Traitor, yeah, man, it has to be the mentor. That's my belief. It has to be the mentor. I can't think of anybody else being the Traitor right now besides Hatsune, or it could be Gyo-chan, but I'm not that good. So we'll figure out later on throughout the story and see that. Yeah, Breach of Spyce is finally starting to get really good now. Like, the other episodes were good as well when it comes to character introductions, but the later ones down the road are going to be even better. So yeah, can't wait for that. So this is my video on Release of Spyce. It's getting pretty spicy, Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Anyways, if you enjoy this video, like my content, please rate, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload. Madcrownxox, sign out. Have a good one.